If you say I can't do it, I can't wait to prove you wrong. No one's going to come to my funeral and go, Dave made a lot of money that year. 2026 was a good year for him.
Yeah.
No one's saying that. But what they will say, hopefully, man, he really showed up when I needed somebody. He took that time when he didn't have to sit down and talk to me. Young chefs are, hey, run. You're smarter than that, become an astronaut. Be a lawyer. If you want money, don't do this. If it's glory and fame, that's not going to happen. If it's see the enjoyment of other people enjoying something that you've created, then you're in the right spot. Period. He just said they got a Hollywood waiting for me.
Back again, it's Hani, the podcast. I got David Matus here today. Excited to hear all about it. Tell me. So what are you doing nowadays, buddy? little sipper there.
Owner operator of Often Catering
Okay.
and private chef and personal chef business. It's been exciting and a big change for me from the restaurant business.
Okay. What's the big change? Like, what's the difference the two, having your own?
Well, transitioning from being a chef, which is a business operator, to a business owner, has been a great transition, and it's a big learning process in terms of, what you think you're doing everything as a chef in a business. You're doing a small percentage of the things that have to be done. So that's been a change. It's more of like we're really dialing into the numbers of it and the kind of actual business breakdown. So, your margins, your profitability,
And
seeking new clients, marketing campaigns, etc. So it's never ending, which is exciting for me.
Yeah.
Something that, as you know, I need to constantly be doing something and kind of motivated and moving, feeling like I'm moving forward or making progress at least. So it's been a great opportunity to always have that.
Well, let's just take the viewers back, right? Like, we jumped right into it because both of our ADHDs are just like go.
Absolutely.
Let's slow her down. Like, who is David Matus? I'm not talking about the chef. I'm not talking about the business owner. I'm talking about who you are as a person. Like, who are you?
That's a good question. Very good question. I think something that I continually am learning about is who am I? What drives me? What motivates me? But as of today, from what I've gathered over the last 37 years, I'm a prick. No, I'm joking.
No, you're not.
Edit that out.
It's not you.
I'm a father.
Okay.
First and foremost, that's been a big push for me in my life. And I am a person, I'd like to say, that is open to being proven wrong with new ideas. I am constantly trying to learn and expand my horizons, and that's it. Really, I don't. It may come as a shame to some people, but I don't think about myself very much.
Really? Wow.
It's not something that I've been taught to do, and have seen a lot of reason to do so. Really, like my goal as a father, partner, business owner is to hit achievement. So it's kind of a weird place to be mentally, where you're not really like, you got to be careful because you want to audit yourself and make sure you're not drifting off in the wrong direction. But it's one of those things where you kind of just you worry about everybody else more so than yourself, because that's kind of the.
How do you measure achievement? Because you mentioned achievements, right? Like, how do you measure that?
I used to measure it as strictly an accomplishment. I used to measure it strictly on like accolades. What have you achieved? What have you done to achieve those things? But I think it's more so now is what impact am I making, right? Like, what impact am I making on the people around me? Am I uplifting them or am I bringing them down? Am I imparting something positive into someone's life? And I think that's how I base achievement. and things. If I'm successful at doing something, let's say a catering event, if I've uplifted the guest experience for that client. So it's not really, and that's an achievement to me. So you can say, okay, it's a dollar figure, it's a number of events that you're doing, but it's realistically, it's, am I executing my job, right? And my achievement then is based on, am I executing my job based on the outcome from who's hiring me? And if they're happy and ecstatic about what I've provided, the service, then I feel like I've won
That's
there.
great. That's wonderful. Tell me about do you feel comfortable talking about your kids? How many kids do you have? Sorry.
I have one daughter. She's 9 years old.
That was a jab.
She's 9 years old. She's amazing.
How many BMs do you have? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Just one there too.
Okay.
Yeah, she's honestly been a massive inspiration in my life.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'd hope any father has, especially a daughter, and goes, okay, and this gives me reason and rhyme to wake up and work hard every day. Yeah, she puts a smile on my face constantly. It's if I'm having a tough day, I can think of her and her smile, her laugh, and it just makes me happy. Because okay, well then all that pain and suffering is worth it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's so cool to hear, man. Like, I can't relate to that. I just have 3 dogs,
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
Close.
kind of feels it's like one full kid.
Yeah, but 3 dogs. You're 3 dogs, right?
Why is it the ones that are the smallest yap the most? Like dogs I'm talking about.
Oh, we're
not
sorry.
kids. No, I don't think we're allowed to say that. Sorry, I meant
Maybe.
dogs. Like,
I have no idea.
No.
Probably to be heard because they're not seen.
So annoying. But yeah, tell me about like, how did you get here? Like, you wanted initially, like, you woke up one day and you're like, I'm gonna cook for the rest of my life, or I'm gonna be a chef the rest of my life. How did you get here?
Funny, it's not glamorous.
No.
I got here because I knew leaving high school I wanted to work with my hands. I like working with my hands. I like to create, and I didn't want to be a carpenter.
Okay. Why do you say that?
So a lot of people in my family are carpenters,
Okay.
but it's not because of that. It's there's a ceiling.
Okay.
Right? You can learn everything there is to know about carpentry, fine carpentry, and you can know it all. Where food is one of those, rare kind of sectors where it's endless. You can spend your whole life learning about French cuisine, spend your whole life learning about Italian cuisine, Indian cuisine, East Asian cuisine. Like, it doesn't matter the type of cuisine. You can spend your whole life doing that. And then imagine, compounding those on top of each other.
Yeah.
On top of, being part of the industry, which is constantly changing, constantly following trend, constantly creating new trends. So it's just kind of that endless ability to have a creative outlet and endless ability to kind of strive and learn more. Because that's a kind of biggest driver is I like to learn stuff.
Like, all
sorts of stuff I like to learn, obviously, but the food gave me an outlet to go, okay, I can aim that focus.
Yeah.
Right? And learn as much as I can about a specific food. If I'm super interested in how to make dumplings, I can spend months and months
just perfecting it.
Just perfecting it, practicing it, understanding the reasoning and the culture behind it.
Yeah. But it's a little madness though. No. It could go too far almost.
You can, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that's with anything though. No, you could obviously, become a radicalized dumpling maker, but it's more so the I like going down those rabbit holes and being like, okay, this is like, you'd be amazed on why certain cuisines do things in a specific way.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's based on,
why they take their own journey almost.
Yeah. Sometimes it's historical. Sometimes it's due to the climate. Like it's you can learn a lot once you go down the road of a specific cuisine. You learn a lot more about the culture in general.
Yeah.
Kind of branching off from the reasoning why that they cook the way they do or prepare food the way it is prepared.
You're very insightful.
Thank you.
I don't think I gave you a chance to be insightful. But you
Like
weren't.
when we work together? No.
No.
No. Constantly berating me.
That is a lie.
You heard it here first.
You are larger. You are larger than the room, so I must cower away to my corner. No, I'm kidding. No, but no, it's great seeing you like. I like to say like Dave opposes to David. You know,
Yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like the man you are today, the father you are, the partner you are, the business owner you are. You're David now to me. Like I
Yeah.
can't like calling you Dave. Like we're not
Yeah.
17.
It's that.
It's like growth.
It's growth. It's like that leveling up, right? It's like there's a maturity I think involved in that.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we first met, it was my first chef job.
Okay.
So I was coming in, guns blazing,
Loved it.
like super hot headed.
I was eating it up.
As most chefs are,
Yeah.
unfortunately, deep in the ego.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I've had ability now over the last 17 years to kind of eliminate that.
Yeah.
And go, you know what? Like, it's hard when you're a young cook. You want everyone to like your food. You think the reason that people come to restaurants is for food, specifically to find nourishment. For instance, it's like as you become a more mature chef, you realize you make up maybe 20% of the reason people are going out, right? And as you grow into business ownership, restaurateur, you realize that there's so many other facets that are driving your client base or your customers to come to your restaurant, book you for an event, etc. The food is the bonus part. So as you become a chef, you go, I think I've said this to many people, and tons of people can vouch for this, is I wish you could just like cook again.
Okay.
You become executive chef, you're doing spreadsheets, you're doing menu rollouts, you're doing a lot of paperwork, you're doing payroll, you're doing hiring and firing.
Yeah, there's no time you touch a pan.
Yeah, so it's like to just like cook steaks for 10 hours straight, you're like begging for it. It's like, let me just do that again.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
The good old times.
My favorite line's like, can I help you do something today? Because you're running away from the office. Can I help you with one item today?
Yeah.
Or like 5, 10.
Let me prep something.
Why don't you just
Please.
go on break for a while?
Yeah.
Just do the list.
I'm dying for someone to call in sick.
Okay, great. Great. You kind of touched on it a little bit. Like, did you like have a great, like, I'm going right into it. Like,
Go for it.
Like, do you think your dad or father had like some abilities in like forming the man you are today? And like, what does that look like for you? Were you independent in building that list of achievements you wanted to reach? Like, who helped you bring you to this point? Like,
Several influences. I think
Yeah.
anyone to say there's one specific moment in time or person that completely influenced their entire life would be delusional, right?
Yeah.
Like there's been so many people that have been deeply impactful in my life. People that have shown me through believing in me.
Yeah.
That I was worthy and capable of the success and the accolade and the praise. And then there's the kind of flip side of that coin, which used to be my main driving factor, which was a negative, but it was basically taking all the, if you say I can't do it, I can't wait to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Like I would thrive more heavily off of people going, you can't do that. Oh, there's no way that'll be good. And me going, do you want to bet?
I'll show you.
Right? And I'll work my butt off to show that my idea or my philosophy behind something was correct, for instance, which is not always a healthy way to kind of manifest energy and direct it, because it is a negative in that sense. But yeah, I think that's been, so if I had to list, obviously Marc St. Jacques has been a huge impact in terms of the culinary aspect of my career. Probably the first chef that kind of took me under his wing and was like, hey, I see something in you that you maybe don't see in yourself. And then instead of, saying there and patting me on the head and going, okay, go back.
Yeah.
Really nurtured that and really brought that to life in me, and that passion and the understanding of the importance of ingredient, the importance of the timing of the year and how you cook, and the reasoning behind it. right? It's more and more in today's world is people want to know why, right? They're less interested in where the food comes from. That's always going to be an interest to people, but they want to know why the chef brought these ingredients together from all these places to create this dish, right? It's more like, that's why I think chefs have become these rock stars, these super popular people or famous people, is because the better you can articulate your why, the more people are going to be attracted to it, to you and what you're doing, right? It's the same as, you can go to, rap music.
Yeah.
For instance, it's a good, so the best rapper is the one that can articulate his whether his story, his struggles, his whatever.
Like lyricists?
Yeah, has better lyrics and can articulate that pain and suffering on a more elevated level.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a better song.
So you think
So it's that kind of level of things.
So what's your philosophy on food in talking about that?
My philosophy on food is, and this goes to kind of like a change in my own thought process and approach, which is health-based now a lot more. So what you put in your body is so important to the outcome of your day, of your week, of your month, of your whole life. So I think you should cook food that is available to you from farms that are close by, right? Not diving too deep into like that 100-kilometer food trend, but like if you have the ability to buy fruit and vegetables from a farm, buy those opposed to a big store like Loblaws or something that's they're getting all their food from California, Mexico,
Support local.
anywhere but
Support
here, right?
As local as possible.
Support local, but also just eat. Like you're specifically designed to benefit from the foods that you eat that are around you.
Yeah.
Right. There's that saying of, if you eat honey, you become less allergic to pollen. Right, because you're getting that small dose of your environment because it's the flowers that are around you. If you eat honey from Madagascar, that pollen's not going to do you any good here. It's a different pollen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I like the reach though.
we're going all the way. So it's kind of that. So my philosophy overall would be eat seasonal.
Yeah.
Eat quality food products. That means animals that are raised without antibiotics, vegetables that aren't GMO'd as best you can. That's it's becoming almost impossible at this point to do that. Avoid any pesticides and things. And remembering that food is not supposed to look like a picture. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
The best orange is the ugliest orange in the pile. That perfectly round one, it looks perfect, but it's going to have thick skin. It's not going to be juicy. It's not going to have enough sugar. So it's kind of that understanding of going like.
But in saying that though, like not everybody has that ability to that food, right? Like not
100% don't have access to it for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you say to those people?
Get a job. No.
That's not.
Cut that part too.
Don't do it. Keep it
Cut that part.
Cancel.
No, so people that don't have access, can you expand on that question a little bit? Like, what do you mean don't have access? Like,
whether it's financially, whether it's physically, whether it's psychologically, whether it's spiritually, like if you have no access to it, you have no access to it. Like
I would say
my budget today is $5 a day to eat each meal.
Yep.
How do I make that happen?
$5?
$5
to eat a good meal?
Or $6. I'll give you $5 to $10 a meal.
5 to 10?
A meal, yeah.
All right, perfect. You're going to be eating a lot of liver.
Okay.
Super nutritionally dense.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
Okay. So you can
no, you can adapt, right? I think people they kind of close the opportunities that are around them by having certain mindsets, right? If you go, I only have $10 a day to eat food, so I have to eat, like you can't buy McDonald's for $10. So even if you did, you're going to be very hungry. It's not nutrition dense. So I would say if you had $10 to buy food every day, make sure it's super nutrient dense food so that your body can actually get something from it. You don't become moody. You don't have blood sugar spikes. So that would be my suggestion. Obviously, that's tight. Like living in Toronto, for instance, people could say that's impossible, right? And it wouldn't be easy. Like you're going to be hungry.
Yeah, of course.
That's going to be the facts of it. But
Okay, cool. Talk about your inspiration, whether it's through trends, whether it's through mentors, whether it's through your little girl.
Inspiration in my food, or
Obviously,
inspiration in
I'm not here to
my
talk
general
about your.
life.
I'm not here to talk about your outfits. I'm here to talk.
This today, I was inspired by.
I saw baby girl dressed to go back. I saw that.
My stylist take care of this.
This is Gear by Often, Dave's catering company. If you don't know, please look into it.
Check it out.
We'll have the link in the bio.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
inspiration. So food inspiration.
Mm.
What inspires my food?
And then we can talk about life, because I know you're really.
My food currently is inspired by hitting the exact kind of creative image that that my client has in their head.
Mm.
Right. So opposed to following a trend, because I'm not in a restaurant, so I don't need to necessarily follow trends as heavily. So
you can just be like,
right?
Trendsetter.
And I'd rather try to pull out what exactly someone wants out of their event and how they want that to kind of feel for them, and then hit that nail on the head and go, okay, hey, this is what you wanted. I want to exceed expectation on that. So that's adding some flair. That's possibly following some trend on a certain ingredient. Because, in a world of Instagram, that is.
Do you get a lot of guest feedback? Like,
yeah, you get fantastic guest feedback in terms of like overall guest experience. I think we probably knock it out of the park. Like, I don't know how many people hug their caterer when they leave, but we get that frequently.
You hug all your clients?
We get it frequently. Yeah. They say they're happy to have us there. We become friends, right? We become friends to a point where it's like we can call and chat with each other.
That's good. So you leave them better than you found them.
Yeah, and just in building like.
Do you feel comfortable talking about some of your clientele that you have had this past year or the previous years?
Sure. I can talk about some clients that
you can or you cannot. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't know how interesting my clients will be, but
what was the most difficult client you've ever had? And you can call them by like Joe or
mention Nunes. Difficult clients. I find it very interesting and very complicated for catering specific is when the host of an event is so very busy trying to host and continue to have that party, opposed to allowing me to do the job they've hired me for, 100% of that. And then they don't eat and they feel like there wasn't enough food. And a client that would go, like we would constantly ramp up the amount of food that we had every event. And the food was never enough, even though we're looking at like, up to like 8 to 10 ounces of protein per guest, plus multiple other dishes, and it's still not enough food. So there's always that aspect of it where you have to understand that some clients will never be satisfied, and some clients are so happy that you're there. And I think that's such an important part of business ownership where you can, I think you should strive to get to a point where you can now go, I only want to deal with clients that are happy that I'm involved, opposed to ones where I'm always feeling pushback from, even though I'm literally executing the textbook outline of what they've offered to me. So, I think that's with anybody. It's always ups and downs with people, and people are human. So one day they'll be moody, one day they won't, one day they'll be easily satisfied, and one day they won't. So it's a matter of like navigating that and allowing, again, moving away from that ego thing that we were talking about earlier. So if I have no ego and you tell me you didn't like this, I'm not taking that as I wasn't good enough. I go, okay, how can I improve? If this wasn't good enough, please tell me how I can be better. And that's my only goal, to find that answer out, opposed to giving pushback and going, well, I thought it was great.
Yeah. And that's huge. That's definitely huge. Like, that's definitely courageous and like taking that risk on yourself. Like, did you always know you wanted to like own your own business?
Yes, 100%.
You wanted to work for yourself.
Yeah, business ownership's always been, it's been in my blood. Like in the sense, like I from, doing lawn care services when I was
Yeah.
like 15 years old and walking around with a wagon,
Yeah.
getting contracts for snow removal, 5 months out from the season and doing that aspect of it. I love that.
Yeah.
I love the challenge. I love the thrill. And one of my favorite quotes is in terms of entrepreneurship is, if you knew you would be successful after you heard 100 no's, how fast would you go out and try to find your first no? So I'm like, that's how I try to approach every day. So if 101 means I'm successful, I'm going out, I'm getting 100 people to tell me no.
Yeah.
Because that's what sales is. You're going to get 99% of people are going to slam the door in your face, not return your emails, lead you along, use you for a quote so they can actually counter from another company. And it's a matter of not taking that personal, right?
Okay.
And going, business is business. This is not personal to me, in the sense of they're not personally trying to attack me in any way. They're just doing what people do.
You know what? The fact that you were like saying all this, I was just like locked in, and it was like a motivational speech. Can you please look at that camera and say that all over again to like young Dave and be like, keep going, keep pushing through, and like give some advice to the young chefs coming up.
Some advice,
Yeah.
young chefs. All right, run.
Give them some advice.
Be a lawyer. No.
It's not for the money.
If you want money, don't do this. It's called.
Yeah.
No, if I had to be serious and talk to a younger generation, it would be understand what it is that you are looking to get out of hospitality. If it's glory and fame, that's not going to happen. It's not for you. If it's see the enjoyment of other people enjoying something that you've created, then you're in the right spot, because you get an opportunity to do that hundreds of times, depending on the size of your restaurant, of course, hundreds of times a night. Don't give up. It's going to get hard. It only gets hardest before it gets easier. So always remember that moment of, I don't know if this is for me, I'm going to quit. It's probably the moment right before you have a breakthrough, right before that light switch clicks on and you go, wait a minute, I get it now. So stick with it. It's something that it takes about 10 years, right? So don't think you graduate culinary school and you're a chef. I would give yourself 8 to 10 years.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because so many people are like, I'm ready to be that chef. I'm ready to cook.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do everything. I can run this whole thing. And then you're like, no, actually, you're going to crash and burn, buddy.
Yeah.
Slow down a little bit.
Well, it's because I think a lot of people forget that being a chef, or don't know. They're not told. I shouldn't say forget. They're just not made aware. Culinary school doesn't make you aware of this. There's no class that you take for it. But being a chef is understanding people, understanding humanity, and realizing that, excuse me, like we said earlier, the cooking is the bonus aspect. If that's what you love to do, that's a great way to get that kind of that zhuzh, that energy into you by being able to cook. But your real job is going to be mitigating people's emotions.
Yeah.
Balancing personalities against one another, because you're going to get the most colorful people in the hospitality industry, beautiful people, right? But at the end of the day, they're usually going to be bringing something with them beyond cooking.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to understand what that is. You have to understand how to manage that. And what could you do, again, as a chef, is from my own personal philosophy, is how can I impart something on this individual that's going to either change the trajectory of their life in a positive way, or at least leave a positive mark, right? Where they're able to look back 10 years from now and go, wow, that one chef, and realizing that as a chef, you will never hear the thank you. You rarely will hear that thank you. That person will think about you and go, wow, I wouldn't be here today, right? Like, I'll tell you, right, I still know Mark St. Jacques. I'll see him every 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to say thank you to him. So if you're watching this, Mark,
Yeah.
if you ever watch this, thank you. Should call right now. No. But you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things you almost forget to do it when you see the person.
Yeah.
As most people forget to
Because
say
you
thank you
wanna catch up.
because you're so like, oh my God, right?
You're here. Yeah.
But just understanding that it's your hard work, your sweat, your tears, the cuts, the burns, they don't go unnoticed. They just feel like they do.
Yeah. No, I think it's a different reward that comes back around. You know what I mean? Whether that cook thinks of you like 5, 10 years down the line, like,
Yeah.
hey man, thank you. Like,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's so fulfilling, you know?
Oh, it's amazing. It's stunning to I've had to kind of have a little story. It's I was at the corner store across the street from my house here, and a cook that used to work with me at Culinary Bistro was in front of me in line. I like, hey, what's going on? Turned around, chef. Still call you chef. That's the other thing about being a chef. You lose your first name.
Yeah.
Everybody calls you chef. You don't have a first name anymore. You're just chef.
Do you ever scream in a room and like, which chef are you talking about?
Yeah.
Who is it?
And,
Call me by my first name.
and I haven't seen that individual at the coffee shop. I didn't see them for it's probably 3 years.
Yeah.
But immediately turn around, chef, how's it going? Excited to see me. Thanks me. I found out he's working at Tosho, the knife store.
Story, yeah.
And then I find out he's making his own knives. So I'm like, sweet. How can I pay it back? So I bought a knife off him right there. Still making it for me. So I'm watching. You better give me my knife now. But it's just that thing. It's just that full circle. The sense of community. That sense of like it's a family, right? Like the hospitality industry, as close as you get to the your comrade that's cooking next to you.
Yeah. You're fine. Keep going.
Your comrade that's cooking next to you. The whole industry as a whole, it almost feels family. There's a connection that you have with every single person that's taken this for a career.
Yeah.
And there's an understanding, right? Where other people just can't seem to understand the reason and rhyme to why we do what we do, because from the outside perspective, it seems insane.
Do you think like part of it's like mental health too? Like we share such a connection, like we're around each other all day, every day. And so I feel like we have weaknesses and strengths that we each use each other for almost.
I think for sure. I think there's definitely, when you spend that much time with people, you can't help but, find attributes of individuals you work with that you wish you saw in yourself.
Yeah.
And if you take that and you take it again, remove your ego and take that as something that you could gain a benefit from, you can now apply that and go, hey, if I want to have this attribute that this individual has, you can live into that.
Yeah.
Right. And you can go, hey, because you get to work right beside someone that has the attribute that you want. And it goes full circle, right? Like I think one of the greatest things I've learned about cooking is to humble yourself. Yeah. As many as I say that, and many other people that may have watched this will be like, he's foolish. No. Yeah. I'm very humble. I hope that thing's on.
I don't. I don't.
And
when I think of you,
you think humble pie, big old slice.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Because I think as you say that, it comes to my mind. There is a grittiness that you must have.
Yeah.
To be a chef, to be in that environment. It's high stress. It's like try hanging out with your best friends on a really hot day.
Yeah.
And there's no way to cool off. All of a sudden you're at each other's necks. You know what I mean? Just do that every day now with people you don't really know. Yeah. Right? Well, someone is yelling at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's no good for it.
So that aspect of it, and I kind of want to touch on that, the what you said there, the mental health aspect. And
I felt like you glanced over it. I didn't think you heard me.
And it's I think it's not that like a lot of people may think this, that a bunch of people with mental health problems get into cooking.
No, that's
because they're all nuts.
absolutely not.
But I think
sure.
it's definitely an environment you have to be very careful in because it is an environment of opulence.
Yeah.
So it's one where every single day people are getting drunk and drinking, but they're guests.
Mm-hmm.
But because your brain will take that as oh, this is what people do, right? These people go out once every 6 months.
Yeah.
So no, it's not what people do, right? So it's kind of that balance and understanding, like you have to really take care of yourself more so, or be more aware or kind of in tune to your mental health compared to other kind of industries, because it can deteriorate without you knowing because you're working so hard and for so long.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get you put your head up from the pan and you realize your life is falling apart, but you're really good at cooking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that where you have to, I would just say as a forewarning is, it takes grit. It's hard. I would say you should push yourself every single day as hard as you possibly can. Do the best that you possibly can. But also in the same time, know where that limit is so that you don't have some huge blow. You don't start abusing drugs or alcohol to kind of mitigate the pain and suffering that you would feel. And just realize that, like I've done it many times.
Yeah.
Right.
Masking the shit out of it.
Yeah, masking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
You bring your head up, and like I made that joke, is bring your head up. I'm like, shit, I'm really good at cooking.
Yeah.
But like, do I have any friends?
No.
No, because I'm a shitty friend. Because the demand that your industry is demanding out of you can't take that outside of there and start demanding that about everybody else around you.
Absolutely.
Because it's not, because they never asked for that.
No, they didn't.
Right? They didn't go, hey, wait, dude, why?
Like I don't think like you do, or you don't think like I do.
Yeah.
I don't have the same drive as you. You don't have the same drive as me.
Yeah.
I would say the same pressure.
I would say we don't have the same things that drive us.
No, different.
I think you can meet people at the drive.
Yeah.
Right? They showing up on time every day. First person there, last person to leave. Yeah. They go home and they read and they try to learn about different cuisines and cooking technique.
Yeah.
I think that drive can be the same, but it's what's behind that. Right? What's driving that drive, for instance, right? Like what's forcing you to do the long hours? Is it financial? Is it because you need to support somebody? Is it because it's passion? And I would suggest for any young cook to kind of don't put your eggs in one basket on that level, right?
Yeah.
I would say, hey, I'm driven because I'm really passionate. Passion should be top of the list. But you should have other drives in your life.
It sounds corny as hell. I'm passionate as hell. I can be on top.
Yeah.
No, let your shit speak for itself. Let your resume fucking talk for itself.
Exactly.
Go stage. Don't be fucking lazy.
For sure, don't be lazy. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. But I'm saying, I'm just saying you're
just like so soft. You're like, just be passionate.
Yeah.
Have a little empathy. No, go fuck yourself. Do the footwork that we had to go fucking do.
Yep.
Get a fucking spoon thrown at you. Sorry.
I don't know. I don't think anyone would throw spoons at people. It's inappropriate at best.
I know that doesn't exist anymore, but you know what I mean.
100%.
Like you gotta do the knowledge, read a book or two.
Yeah, because it is.
Yeah.
This is. I don't know if this is gonna come out right. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna come out right. Okay. We have to cut this part. It is one of the only industries where an idiot can apply a lot of hard work and become not an idiot.
I'm not cutting that part. That's gold. That's gold.
Does that make sense to people? Like, you get in or you get out what you put in.
Yeah.
Period. There is no shortcuts. There is no easy way. Like Hani said, we had pans and hot shit thrown at us. You got fucking body checked and burned for no reason.
You know what a fish spatula feels like in your back?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's really sharp.
So, like, understanding that doesn't exist in the kitchen anymore, and it shouldn't, in a sense. I think there should be an intensity.
We're not encouraging that here at all.
There should be an intensity.
Yeah.
I think in the approach for sure, but it's how you deliver that intensity.
Yeah.
I think it has changed and it's mandatory to change, but don't allow yourself to not be as good as you could be because you took the easy path, or because this was one of less resistance, or this person was nicer to me. You know, people are nice to you. I'm gonna say this to the camera. People that are nice to you don't give a fuck about you for the most part.
They're like, I'll never see this person again.
Right? The people that hold you to your shit, the people that keep you accountable for the things you say, as hard as that may be to hear sometimes, especially because you probably have lots of respect for these people, they're the ones actually trying to help you. Right? It's a pet peeve to me, and Hani can vouch for this. I would do menu rollouts, and I'd go to the front of the house and, hey guys, so like, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Right? And they would go, oh, this is really good, and that's really good. Oh, this was a really nice bite. That's a really bite. And I would stop and say, all the food here, so everyone knows, all the food that I've put out and I spent months preparing the ideas for and curating the recipes, I think it's good already. That's why it's on the table. I need to tell you, is this too salty? Is the presentation not appeasing?
I need to pull back the sauce. So.
Tell me how it sucks so I can get better.
Yeah.
Right? If you tell me everything is good, you're just telling me shit I already know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to put out, as a chef, you should, if you're putting out plates and you're like, that's not good, reevaluate your entire existence on being a chef. You should never put food out that you don't think is the best, or at least hitting the mark of what you set. Yeah. Right? Like if you set the bar here, the plate of food should never be below that. It should only be there or exceed it.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's that.
Why put 50% out? Yeah. You should have just threw that out.
100%. And it's like that for young cooks. We'll go back to young cooks. Seek out the people that tell you how to be better.
Please.
Say that again. Seek out the people that make you be better.
Amen.
Opposed to people that tell you that you're good.
Yeah.
Right?
Amen.
Because their words don't matter. Right? Sorry, I'm not pointing at you. I'm not pointing at you. Those people over there. But yeah, it's kind of that thought process, right? Like if you're not seeking out ways to be better, then you're not going to get better.
No.
It's simple. 1 + 1 always equals 2.
Yeah.
Next question.
I love that idea. Like, I love what you said there. Like, I feel like you're building like the ultimate human when you speak sometimes. Like, you're like, this is what you need to fit this role, and this is who you are, and this is how you should feel more confident. And I love that you say it like that. Like, it feels like anyone can do it. Like,
anyone
it's not
can
hard
do it.
to achieve.
Anyone can do it. And this is the rule of thumb that no one ever remembers to say to anyone, is just because you speak it, right? Just because I say, this is how you do these things and how you achieve the greatness in yourself. This is how you wake up every day and supposed to, these are the things. It doesn't mean that any human being is putting all these things into practice successfully, right? Give yourself some grace, right? Give yourself some understanding and go, hey, I understand what I have to do. I understand the parameters and kind of the parallels in which I have to follow, but I am not perfect every day, and nobody is perfect every day, right? The first person who comes to you and says, I'm perfect, run. Yeah. I mean, they're crazy. Yeah.
Your son just came by. Your son, Eddie, the cat.
It's a cat.
But no, that's great. Honestly, I love hearing everything and like all the advice, and I love seeing where you are opposed to where you were at. Like, it feels nice. Like, even like being in your home today, like it just all feels right. The attitude's all right. It seems like you're headed towards the right, like the plan, your goals. You're in that direction now. Yeah. What made you like realize that this is where you want to be today? Like, this is who you are today. And this is like what your daughter's gonna be proud of one day. I think that's honestly a perfect way to kind of like tee that up for me. Tie that into like mental health for sure, because I think that like I definitely have moments where I suffer from like internalizing everything. Like touch on that. Like you're super hard on. You used to be super hard on yourself. I'm still crazy hard on myself. Yeah. Because if you're not hard on yourself, who are you impressing? Yeah. The only person you should try to impress is you. Right? I love that
think it's Matthew McConaughey or something, but it's like, who do you look up to me 10 years from now, right? Right. So if you're out every day and trying to impress others, you are guaranteed to fail. Because those people will continue to raise the bar that you didn't know got raised.
Yeah.
But if you spend every day and go, how can I impress myself? How can I finish my day out, finish my week out, finish my month, my quarter, my year, and go, wow, I'm impressed with my accomplishment. Again, going back to that mental health, give yourself some grace. Give yourself an opportunity to fail. But as long as you're failing with full effort, right? If you're failing with 50% effort, you deserve it.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's that thought process where, so what got me here today and what drives me is as I've gotten older, I realize that the main purpose, or what I've deemed the purpose of my existence, and my contemplation of life itself, is a couple things. It's going to be to provide. My goal, if people don't like to hear it, but my goal as a man.
No, I like it.
I speak the way I speak. I don't
You're
give a shit.
dying breed. We want to hear all about the caveman.
My goal as a man
walked the earth.
is to provide, protect, and then understand.
Yeah.
Right? People forget the understand part a lot. So that's a real driving force of why I do the things I do and why I've kind of changed my outlook on things, is because and I guess the other aspect to that is legacy. You're talking about my daughter is going when your life comes to the final scene, for instance, will it be a happy ending? Will it be one where people gather around and go, wow, I'm so grateful to have met this person. I'm so grateful that they've spent the time out of their life to impact mine. And not because no one ever says, wow, no one's going to come to my funeral and go, Dave made a lot of money that year. 2026 was a good year for him. No one's saying that. But what they will say, hopefully, is, man, he really showed up when I needed somebody. Or he took that time when he didn't have to sit down and talk to me. He noticed that I was struggling with something, and opposed to me having to ask, because it's really hard for people to ask for help, especially in a kitchen environment where you're like, you can't do it, you suck, right? Like you get beat down. But he noticed that I was struggling with something, and opposed to me having to ask, because it's really hard for people to ask for help, especially in a kitchen environment where you're like, you can't do it, you suck, right? Like you get beat down. But not all environments.
But not all environments.
No,
but like I feel like the man you were talking about, like the provider, the protector, the what did you say?
Provide, protect, and understand. Seek to understand.
That guy seems like he wouldn't ask for help.
100%, and that's something I learned. Like that goes into what I was saying earlier, which is, you practice the things make you better, but you don't practice them every day. Like you're not always going to be that person that's full of empathy in seeking understanding. Sometimes you're going to be hard-headed, and that's okay too. And it's about understanding that, Thomas Keller, one of the greatest chefs of all time, the pursuit of perfection, right?
Yeah.
That sentence in itself implies you'll never attain it. You're pursuing perfection, you will never attain it.
Yeah.
So the goal is to constantly pursue perfection, knowingly that you will never reach that goal, right? So that means you have an opportunity to become 1% better, 10% better every day. And that needle of perfection just keeps moving with you as you grow, right? So it's understanding you can't attain something. You can't attain it. It's chasing the dragon, so to speak,
I think that's an analogy for something else.
It's 100% analogy for something else.
I was like,
it's something
the math is not math.
it cannot be attained.
Yes.
Is
That's
the quote actually.
okay. Back to this thing I like to ask usually, looking back at where you've been, where you're coming from, where you're headed. If you can give Dave, 12 years old or 16 years old Dave, that's coming into the industry, what would you say to him? Like your last legacy left behind in a bottle, What would you say to that person? That
That's say about going to the restaurant industry.
yeah, bro.
My 16-year-old self.
Yeah.
I would say you're smarter than that. Become an astronaut.
You're lying. That's no. That's not what you're gonna say. I'm gonna say something else. Be serious.
Okay.
Be serious. Well, I'm gonna hit you.
I would say slow down and enjoy some moments. Slow down and take some things in. There's no one that's going to tell you something that you can't gain something from, in a positive way. And the big one for me would be just slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Really just take in some stuff and enjoy those moments. Apply some grace to your life. It's something like I've said that like 1,000 times in this this interview, but it's like and I say it because I think I say it a lot because I'm still learning to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, 16-year-old self is be like, hard things are coming. Hard things are good. Hard is good. The harder your life is, in the sense of the ability to pick and choose hardships in your life, always try to choose things that challenge you to the utmost, where you are on the brink of failure, or at least you think so.
Yeah.
Right? Because on the other side of that is like freedom. It's truly freedom on the other side of that.
That's huge. Okay. Fun question. If you could be any ingredient, what would you be? It could be in dry storage. It could be in a cubby in your locker. It could be in a fridge. It could be anywhere. It could be something you keep on the table at all times.
Um, an egg.
An egg. He's so lie. An egg.
An egg,
Okay,
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm not gonna judge. Go ahead.
Versatile. Can be used in savory, can be used in desserts.
Yes.
You can make custard, you can fry it, you can boil it, you can scramble it, you can separate it and make mayonnaise. You can,
That's like,
it's endless.
That's true.
Right?
Before. That's a good one.
So it's an ingredient that is the base ingredient for so many types of recipes.
Yeah.
So many kinds of recipes, I should say.
Amazing. Okay. If people after this interview or for this moment that we're having and sharing, if they want to find you, how do they find you?
You can find me at Often Catering, at Often Catering on Instagram, or David.jpg, David Matus.jpg. I think that's my personal handle. I don't really know.
I'll share something.
She's gonna sort me out.
I'll sort them out.
And then OftenCatering.com.
Yeah.
Come check us out.
Do you have
Buy a t-shirt.
Do you have apparel?
Yeah, we got apparel. So we got this shirt.
What about hot sauce and men?
Hot sauce. I don't know if that's flat or not.
Hot sauce.
So hot sauce is apparel hats. Obviously not.
I tried it. It's amazing. I love it. Like,
it's amazing.
I want more.
Appreciate that.
Both kinds.
Also, we are doing so. A portion of all the sales go to food banks. So I don't actually want to make money off selling t-shirts. Yeah. I don't give a crap about making money off selling t-shirts. I'd rather donate that to charities. Yeah. So there's a percentage of every sale that goes to charities or food banks to help feed people that don't have food or have $10 a day to eat.
Yes, the budget.
The budget they were talking about earlier. Yeah. So it's
great. Donate.
Kind of full circle there in that sense, which is, you buy a shirt, you get to give someone a meal, and my benefit from that is you get to market my company by walking around in a t-shirt.
Amazing. And it feels like a nice shirt.
Oh, it's amazing.
Looks like it absorbs a lot of sweat.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Shots fired.
So yeah, thanks for being here again. Love you lots, and I appreciate you. And again, like, thanks for having me in your home. It's beautiful. Partner's wonderful as usual. Yeah, you're a lucky guy. I think everyone's lucky too. Have you around.
I appreciate that. Thank you, honey.
It's Hani, the podcast. Lead with kindness. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.